This is Spiritual Teacher for you. I've been trying to get this incense to go out without blowing on it. And Spirit told me to turn on the camera because this is going to. I got torch. It reminded me of something to do with a torch. Like carrying a torch with you. Maybe to light the way down a dark path. So I don't know if you resonate with that or not. But hello, hello. Happy day. So as I'm getting ready for a reading, there goes Ash again. Oh, lots of Ash. Okay. I channel the energy of the reading. And sometimes there will be a spirit that comes through while I'm getting ready, kind of influences my look and appearance and that kind of thing. So today I definitely felt it took me a while to feel through the energy, and I wasn't sure what to do with my hair. I know that sounds like, well, you're just having same issue that a lot of people have, right? But it felt like I just wasn't sure what to do with the energy. And then I heard go higher. So I was going to do a big tall bun, and it was more like I felt like a Viking, front piece, and then kind of I did like a two ponytail thing back here. So there was like this Viking, just fierce feminine energy that I was feeling. And yeah, even my makeup was inspired by that as well. So I am very ready to take on the day now. And oranges were coming through, oranges and coppers and like shiny metals, brass, bronze, that kind of color. Even this hoodie has kind of those colors on it as well. So I am very tuned into colors, numbers, and energies. So I am going to use what I'm feeling this morning to give you guys a reading because I definitely feel like there is something here to tell. Is there something else, Spirit? I'm hearing watch what you are getting yourself into. So what I think Spirit means by that is like, hold on. So I do feel that there are people in your life that will take advantage of you if you don't speak up early enough. So they're relying on you not to say anything until it's too late, I'm hearing. So that's for someone. Okay. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Okay, so we've got Empress reversed and the Chariot. When the Empress is reversed, it's like, first of all, you have Empress energy. Second of all, it's reversed, meaning you don't know. I just feel like you don't even know your power, your energy, the reality you could be living. Because if you did, this would not be reversed. I'm feeling like you are feeling a little insecure at the moment. Um, that's an interesting feeling because I feel like you've come really far in your growth, in your healing, and then now you're feeling insecure about something. So, and with the Chariot coming out, that's just Spirit saying you've got to persevere through this insecure feeling. Because if that Empress was upright, you guys, this would be an insane amount of energy coming right out the gate. 2 major arcana cards. Major arcana meaning these are pretty major energies and influential energies in your life. Okay, so persevere through this lack of self-confidence that you're feeling. I'm getting that as a female, we go through a cycle each month, and that cycle really affects our mood, our energy, our literal hormonal balance. So I'm hearing there are times of the month where you don't feel in your power. And so Spirit's trying to remind you that even those times when you don't feel it, it's still there. And even though you may look in the mirror and see one thing, you're not, people aren't seeing what you are seeing in the mirror, because just because one day you're not feeling beautiful or fierce or strong or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's changed your entire being. Okay? Somebody needed to hear that. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what else do we need to know for the collective? Okay, we've got the Six of Swords, the Sun. There's something behind the Sun. Ooh, Eight of Cups. And then the Fool came out. Now, the Fool, that is so interesting. Wow, there really is a new beginning here. I just realized when I was meditating earlier, I don't remember everything I meditate about because there can be a lot, but I realize now that the Fool has come out that the Fool came out in another reading I saw too, and it looked so different, but I knew it was the Fool based on how they were just kind of gleefully about to step off the edge and not really care. Okay, hold on. Let me look into this energy a little bit more. So because you're starting something new whenever, and it's interesting to me too that both of these have those sticks. So the one stick is being used here to hold all of the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained to start this new adventure. You've gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of growth and knowledge and skills from what you've done in the past. And you're carrying that with you as you start this new journey. It is helping you to what's that? I'm like uh like exponentially grow in what you're doing next. It's like you're taking all of your knowledge and applying it to this new thing, and it's helping you to grow quicker, whereas somebody who's just starting with no knowledge would struggle for a little bit longer. So I'm feeling for you that you have almost like all you need to be able to do this is just going through this new thing and figuring it out with everything else while having the knowledge to do it, or the background to do it. I keep getting like for example, if you're a machinist, that you may have started in one machine shop, and then when you move to the next machine shop, you might have been, I don't know why I'm going very 3D here. Maybe someone here is a very 3D earthly person. And so you move to another machine shop, and since you had that other experience from the other one, even though you may be doing something totally different at this new one, you still come in a little more with it because you had that past experience, right? So that's what this feels like. I do feel that this is a new beginning for a lot of people in an area that they've wanted to do, and they just didn't, and you just didn't think that you could. And now with life events and things have happened, now you're feeling like you can. And this is going to cause you to move on to, I'm hearing, greener pastures. And this stick is being used to move. So this stick is being used to carry all your knowledge. This stick's being used to move and to get you to the next phase of life. So let's see here. We've got the Sun and the Eight of Cups. All right, Spirit. The sun to me is shining very brightly in this picture. It's just big, loud, bold. The rays are going, and it's been sunny, but rather cold, but it's been sunny the past few days. And with the sunflowers here, the wall, that wall right there is calling to me. Oh, that is so interesting. Okay, so you see the little feather on his head there? There's a feather on the kid's head. So I'm almost feeling like this, whatever you're moving towards, um, it's giving me feelings of that you've always wanted to do this since you were a kid. You used to pretend to do this when you were a kid. Oh, that's so cool. I'm also getting that for some of you, the reason you both have feathers is like this is you. And I'm also getting that horse kind of like here you're doing it on your own, but you're reflecting on a time when you had help, like the horse is helping the child um, stay upright. I also with that cloth, the red cloth just kind of floating right there. Nobody's holding it, but it's in this like upward position. Yeah, nobody's holding that cloth. That, there was like this mystical protection around you. So if this child ever did fall off the horse, that was there to protect them and keep them safe. Whereas here, that cloth has now transformed into the little wings that are now, if you fall off the edge, will protect you. So no matter what, I feel like you are protected by your spirit team and animal guides. I mean, there's a horse and there's a dog in this. And, but I am wondering why the Eight of Cups is showing up here. Because this is another moving on card. This is another walking away. Okay, so Six of Swords. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. All those swords in the boat, it's like you're carrying with you. I do sense that you may not, you've begrudgingly maybe left this job in circumstances that were beyond your control, and that's why it seems you're feeling kind of looks like you're feeling just reminiscent and like in what you're moving away from, but understand that you're moving into calmer waters. You're so used to the chaos. You look how ripply that water is down there, and now you're moving into calmer waters with this new job. Yes, it feels much better the direction that you're going in. And with the Eight of Cups, yeah, I just see you because it was emotional your last job. There was a lot of emotions involved, and yeah, let's get more on this Eight of Cups. There was a lot of emotions involved in your last job, and now you're able to walk away from that. You're able to realize that it's not worth it what you're going through. It's not getting you where you want to go. All right, so out came, shut up, shut up, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands together. Look at this. And you're both looking at each other. Oh my God, I love this. So this to me feels like you are pairing up with someone who has the same fiery passion that you do to meet your goals. That is so, I mean, you're both full of fire and energy and direction. This is a this is like a, Spirit, give me the word. There's just so much energy here. This is a perfect union here to be able to want to get details, Spirit. Can you give me details about this Queen of Wands and King of Wands? You both admire each other so much. You see when you look, okay, so I'm talking to the divine feminine here. When you look at this King of Wands, you see you're so proud. You're so proud, and you just want to offer him your love and your dedication and your energy, like that sunflower that she's holding. It's kind of almost like in the direction of him. Um like almost being handed to him. And if you notice, that sunflower kind of has a heart leaf there. So maybe he calls you his sunflower. That's so sweet. Or he knows that you love the sun. I think you both here. Yeah. There's the cat and the lions. You may have cats, but otherwise you're very mysterious and mystical. That's interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna say it, but I feel like you are connected to this red cloth here that was protecting that child. Interesting. So how are you? Okay, well, maybe that thought will form a little bit more later. And the divine masculine, I'm talking to you now. I just feel you want to get inside the head of this Queen of Wands so badly. You want to know everything about her. You want to know where she came from, how she got to this place in life. You admire her. You want to share everything with her. Um, Now, I do see some issues because of both of your fiery nature, there may be some just clashes, there may just be some like moments where you're both like, no, it's this way. No, it's this way, There just may be some clashing energy because you're so passionate, but you've got to be willing to kind of release some of that. And be open to hearing other ideas than your own. Wow, you guys are a dynamite duo. I mean, this is like unstoppable energy here, but it's delicate. It's a delicate balance that I'm feeling because y'all are unstoppable. If you put the right amount or the right energy into this relationship, rockets, right? Um, but however, I could see that with some unpacked baggage or trauma that you both may have, that there could be a lack of communication. So, Spirit, we want to know, how do they keep this going? Okay. Wow. Wow. So at this point, you and this person have done a lot of growing, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So, I, I mean, this is like nurturing. Yes, that's it. Nurturing that relationship to grow it. And I mean, just look at the abundance you have around you when y'all both nurture this relationship and you support each other and you hear each other and you listen and communicate and you cheer each other on and you believe in each other. This is that energy of, this is what is going to come of that. It's stability. Like, this is like generational wealth. This is being connected. Wow. The Ace of Swords is here, along with the Nine of Cups upright. So I do sense with this nurturing, there's a breakthrough in your relationship with this person. So there might have been some. Okay, let's let's take a look here. Because I felt very like you were on a solo journey up here at the top. With the Empress reversed. Yeah, it feels like a solo journey, but you're heading you're heading in a very promising direction. And if you were wondering if the direction you're heading in is for you, this is confirmation that it is. Um, I just feel like you're walking away from all of the things that don't serve you anymore. And it may not be physically, it may that you are leaving behind that kind of thinking. Like it's almost like your body will feel lighter, your mind will feel expanded, your heart will feel expanded. You'll literally walk taller, um, because you are no longer tolerating energies that want to bring you down. You're no longer tolerating that. You're setting boundaries. That's also what I'm feeling from that red cloth on the sun is you're setting boundaries. That's what that wall represents. You're protecting your power. You're protecting your inner child here. And you've protected them. But you've also talked with your inner child, I'm feeling. And if you haven't, this is a good time to do that, but it is making you realize that all the emotions that you are attached to currently are not worth it. These emotions are now, emotions are meant to move through us, but I'm feeling like you had it stuck there because of just not going on a deep dive with yourself. But I'm feeling like that is exactly what is happening here. And when you realize that those emotions you've been feeling for a very long time now, don't have to stay, that you can choose to like not think that way, you can choose to not feel that way. It's going to be a total disruption of what you're doing currently. But when that happens, man, oh my God, it's like life is like, finally. I had a vision. I'm now being called to remember and tell you, not a vision, but a feeling. um, Time moves differently when you elevate. So when you're in the more lower frequencies of life, experiencing a lot of negative emotions and stuff like that, time can feel very just like, oh, time. Wait till the weekend. I can't wait till the weekend. Oh my God. I just don't want to have to go to work anymore. You know how many people live their life like that? I was there. I was there. I see people around me all the time doing it now. Oh, I don't want to go to work today. Like, if you're living for yourself, if you're living in a way that's authentic to you, getting up in the morning is not really a big deal. like it was. When you're literally doing the thing that you want to do, it is no joke that when you get up, even if you feel tired and sleepy, because you may, because of all the things going on at nighttime, um, you still are like, but you know what? I get to work on this and I get to work on that and I get to be on my own schedule and I get to, yeah, I get to go after the things I want to go after. It starts to feel very empowering. And so I'm feeling like a lot of you are coming into that energy of being like, oh, wait, I get to decide how to do this now. I'm not going to work for someone else. I'm working for me. And you find your person to go along in this journey together. You find your person, and y'all are so abundant, so abundant. And there's a breakthrough that leads to some really like satisfying energy. So some of you may own a business together with a partner. Some of you may consult with someone. I'm also feeling like this is like a project that you work on them with. Could be an art project, could be something you're both very passionate about. I'm almost getting like a mom and pop type of thing. Okay. Lots of possibilities, lots of creativity. It must be someone from your childhood coming back because that is the second like childhood card I've gotten. So we've got the 7 of cups. Yeah, I just see you two daydreaming together about all the possibilities. Huh, I just got that there are some people out here that are going to be gifted money or because of your hard working and success and your because of that Queen of Pentacles, you're coming into a lot, even though Pentacles are not here except for the Queen, because of this influx of abundance. I'm seeing that both of you, because there's definitely two energies here involved, a masculine and a feminine type energy. Doesn't mean male, female, but there's a masculine, more dominant masculine, more dominant female. That this sets y'all up. Like this sets up your success. And so then you can start thinking about other possibilities of what you two can get into. Using your creativity, being inspired by what's around you, traveling. I'm hearing traveling and it inspires you. And then with the 6 of Cups, yes, there's like, this is, to me, it's healing from your childhood. It's both of you healing together. All right, so Spirit, I'm going to clear this board here of all these cards. Thank you so much for that beautiful message, Spirit. And thank you for reminding everyone of their true power and the choice of actually doing what they want to do in life. Thank you for that reminder. All right, so we're going to focus on these two right here because I'm very drawn to them, very drawn to their energy, to what they represent for you guys. All right, and I'm going to pull the romance and love cards under each one. I'm going to pull a card under each one of them. Okay. All right, so under the Queen of Wands, I got void. So this is this Queen of Wands, it seems like so this is that divine feminine. Seems like you tend to rush into the next thing that makes you feel validated or loved. Okay, so you may even currently be in a relationship, not with your King of Wands, but you're constantly looking for like the next thing that fulfills you. So there is a push here to seek inner fulfillment first, because when you do, you don't desire that outside uh that outside validation. You have it in you. You no longer desire to hear all the praise and compliments and people validating you, or what you see as validation to you being worthy. You start to understand you're worthy. So avoid I just feel like you probably put your focus on something to avoid looking inward first. So this is Spirit saying stop doing that. Stop looking to other things. And this could be something like maybe you're obsessed with your garden. Maybe you're obsessed with making sure your house is organized. Maybe you're obsessed with finishing a video game that you started. There's all these things that we do that we say, I have to do that or I won't feel right. Why? Like, so this is letting go of that energy of needing to focus on something and really turning that focus to inside. I wrote a book called All the 7 Things, and I don't normally talk about this, but I just saw my number 7. I'm going to go get it real quick. Hold on. So this is my book that I wrote, All the 7 Things. And in the book, she does not know her worth at all. Very timid looking number 7. She doesn't know her role in the world. She doesn't understand, how she's valuable. She's just sitting there sulking on her rock, and all these other numbers come to her and try to encourage her, and then she's tempted by the odd squad, and you can tell they're not good characters, and so they kind of bully her and that kind of thing. And so they get her to do a silly little dance. She falls down. They just laugh at her. And then here comes the even characters. You can tell they're much happier, brighter, and they come to kind of cheer her on. And then she meets the magnificent number 10. Look at that fella. And so he gets her to see, they have a discussion, and notice that even though she's a big old mess, that none of them have stopped smiling. So that's what I mean, is like, you have to continue being you. But then she starts seeing all the things that remind her of her worth, and all the things where she shows up in the world. But she had to go in. She had to go in to realize those things. Otherwise, she was relying on other people to cheer her up, and it wasn't working. So yeah, so then there is 7 and 10, and she looks so happy because she finally. And that reminds me. Oh wow, that reminds me. No wonder. That reminds me of. I wish I was a little quicker here, but the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. That reminds me of the Queen and King of Wands that I just showed. Yeah, like you're teaming up. You're teaming up to make a difference in the world, because the rest of the story, they go off and try to help other numbers know their worth as well. So you can get this on Amazon if you'd like. I will put the link in the description below. It's for kids. I would say anywhere from ages 3 to 10, honestly. Because parents can read this book to their kids, or kids can read it for themselves. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. So avoid being in a void. Avoid feeling the void by looking to the outside, and instead fill the void by going in. Now, for you King of Wands, the Charisma card came out. So I love that. This is being yourself, you know? You're radiating already charm and charisma. And so love is flowing to you. That is so interesting. Okay, so it seems like, all right, what is that message I just felt, Spirit? It seems like the masculine is going to be approaching the feminine. Um, and so the feminine may be hesitant because she's trying to avoid filling voids, right? Um, but you will know when the King of Wands show up, because there's a different energy about him that shows you that he's not there. He's confident in himself. He knows what he wants. He moves in a way that even if you didn't like him, he doesn't care. Like, he knows himself that well. Okay. Anything else from the romance and love cards? Yeah, I still am feeling like I want to know more. Is this a romantic, or is this business? Is this romantic or business? Because it feels like both, but I don't know if that's for everybody or a small group of you. It feels like some of you are meeting this your soulmate, honestly. And I don't, and for some of you, it is a high level soulmate romantic relationship. But for some of you, it feels like you're both very just passionate about the same kind of things in life. And so, okay, so we got the boundaries card, that love may challenge your boundaries and you need to protect them. So I could see you losing yourself to this person quite easily, on both sides, because you're just so enraptured with each other. So you need to make sure that you are setting boundaries for yourself. Hmm. So the illusion card came out. So for some of you, okay, I feel a female here, a feminine, who misjudges the energy from the masculine and vice versa. The masculine misjudging the energy from the queen. So those of you that are just going to be in a partnership with this, make sure that you aren't misconstruing their charm and charisma for something more. Make sure you see reality clearly. Okay? So look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. I've been having some vivid dreams lately, which I've asked Spirit, and this is how I know my third eye is getting more and more open, is because I've asked, like, I want to have vivid dreams, please. Like, I want to remember my dreams, even if they're crazy. I want to, because for so long now I haven't been dreaming for years. I have not dreamed, and it kills me because I love dreaming. I love it. And then lately I've been dreaming, so I know that I'm doing something right. So if you are someone who has vivid dreams, there needs to be a look at them to kind of figure out some things. Okay, anything else? No, Spirit's saying that is enough to let them contemplate on for now. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, if you feel so inclined, check it out. It could actually make you get some insight maybe into your life too. Much love and light to everyone here. And I'm sending all the best on your journeys in this thing we call life. And yeah, I feel really good energy for y'all. Mwah.